Dan, it's great to catch up with you again. I hope you are doing well. The last time we spoke, I was in the first phase of a year-long due diligence effort on the ALS universe. My team and I ended up speaking with dozens of researchers, private foundation leaders, advocacy group CEOs, business leaders, pharma and biotech companies, and a host of people at the NIH. We learned a lot and came away with a number of takeaways that are too dense to cover in a short call. However, here are a few that are relevant to our update call today, where our objective is to figure out how we can collaborate as well as interest you in joining our initiative. My first observation relative to our meeting today is the lack of systems thinking and understanding of how to approach the opportunity to conduct research using new tools such as AI, data science applications, and quantum processing capability. So many of the people we spoke with think a large company like IBM, Google, or Microsoft is going to provide them with the technology solutions to process data sets, and that is just silly. These companies are not going to be successful helping researchers because the system of turning data into information is more than technology. And just like small, nimble startups beat large, established companies, our approach is focused and purpose-built. Secondly, there is more data out there than we thought, and the opportunity to leverage what is available or where institutions are willing to share will unearth insights that can be game-changing. Where there is a dearth of data, you must acquire or source. Thirdly, this industry is thinly capitalized for research, and most research is focused on slowing disease progression. There is ridiculously small amount of money being spent on basic science to discover the root causes of ALS, particularly for the sporadic form. There were many more findings, but the three above, and more you will hear about in the presentation, were some of the reasons we merged with EverythingALS. EverythingALS has an incredible infrastructure being built to enable digital biomarkers with an underpinning of valuable data that can be used or traded to enhance the Vision2030 data warehouse. They also have great experience with technology, including AI, and have a data science practice. They were the perfect complement to us, and we hope to roll up others and partner across the ALS private foundation space because it is too fragmented, and there simply isn't enough money to make a difference. If we unify and do more with less, we can properly invest in finding a cure. With that said, I'll hand it over to Indu. ALS is a brutal neurodegenerative disease that methodically strips away your ability to eat, speak, move, and breathe, casting a dark shadow with its fatal prognosis. Amidst this frightening reality, and despite the debilitating impact it has on your body, ALS does not take away the core of who you are as a person. It is a reminder that your physical form is merely a vessel. As someone who is walking this path, I've found strength and wisdom that surpass my days leading a global Fortune 500 corporation. My appearance may not reveal this growth, and until recently, my voice couldn't express it. But now, through the rapid advancements of artificial intelligence, the voice you hear today mirrors my own, created from a short interview on YouTube in just minutes. While it may not perfectly capture every nuance of my speech, this AI-generated voice empowers me to communicate once more. It symbolizes the immense potential of AI, which is not only central to our strategy, but also advancing to emulate the subtle intricacies of individual expression. With that said, let me start the presentation by saying thank you for your time. My name is Bill Nuti, and I have the honor of serving as the chairman of the board after founding Cure ALS and steering it into a merger with EverythingALS. Our merger was born out of personal tragedy and a shared determination to find a cure for a disease that claimed Peter Cohen, the husband of our talented and dedicated CEO, Indu Navar, and upended mine and my family's life with my own diagnosis in 2018. My bond with Indu was further fortified by our Silicon Valley heritage and technology backgrounds, Indu's expertise as a tech entrepreneur, and my journey as a Fortune 500 chairman and CEO. Our shared technology industry experience culminated in a unified conviction that artificial intelligence is not just a technological breakthrough, it will profoundly redefine our future and revolutionize medical research. Together, along with our inaugural partners, MIT and Mass General, we have launched the Vision2030 Research Consortium. This pioneering endeavor unites a diverse array of stakeholders, including researchers, pharmaceutical and biotech companies, academia, and government health agencies, and harnesses the unprecedented capabilities of a robust AI-driven platform. The Vision2030 AI Research Hub. This initiative is set to transform ALS research, pushing the boundaries of discovery and enabling analysis at a scale and depth previously unimaginable. Our goal is audacious but attainable: to eradicate ALS and restore lost motor function to those in its grasp. And although our momentum is accelerating, to exterminate ALS, we need to intensify our efforts without delay. ALS stands as the most lethal and debilitating disease within the neurodegenerative family, which includes Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. A group of conditions that many people are surprised to learn are the foremost cause of disability globally and the second leading cause of death. With someone being diagnosed every 90 minutes and a 1 in 300 chance of being afflicted by ALS in North America, Dr. Merit Sikovich, a distinguished neurologist and ALS researcher at Mass General and Harvard Medical School, deems this an epidemiological emergency demanding immediate action. It is also a stark and intolerable reality that the survival prognosis for ALS, lingering at 3 to 5 years, remains unchanged since the days of the legendary baseball icon, Lou Gehrig, who was diagnosed in 1939. This lack of progress is simply unacceptable. Picture this: ALS is an incurable disease with a 100% fatality rate. Imagine if every cancer diagnosis was akin to being told you're at stage 4. That's the grim reality we face with ALS. With this alarming backdrop, we want to share an innovative approach that we believe will lead to a cure within the next decade. At EverythingALS, our guiding principle is from care to cure. And merging with Cure ALS has further enabled us to scale our citizen-driven mission and technology-enabled infrastructure to find a cure. And it is our hope that our example motivates other private foundations to join us, because in unity there is strength. Following the successful completion of our merger, the establishment of the Vision2030 initiative was driven by 3 main factors. Firstly, the EverythingALS platform has achieved considerable progress in harnessing AI and data science technologies, especially with our development of ALS digital biomarkers, which are crucial for early detection and disease monitoring. Secondly, a thorough industry analysis by Cure ALS culminated in a strategic plan and operating model that addresses impediments to developing a cure and elucidates the fundamental issues diseases like ALS face. It also highlights where the industry may be missing the bigger picture. In short, researchers are inundated with grant application and marketing efforts, as well as run into significant bureaucracy and administrivia in trying to get their research funded in both academia and the pharmaceutical industry. In addition, diseases with higher prevalence and recurring revenue and tilted towards ongoing treatment tend to be first in line for grant funding as well as capital investment. Curative therapies or drugs that are not recurrent are generally lower priority. However, this is short-sighted, because if you look across disease spectrums, particularly where diseases share common biology, such as neurodegenerative conditions, Discovering root causes for ALS will unlock the keys to solving many other disorders, including rare diseases, which receive minimal research investment. And thirdly, the thoughtful integration of science and technology disciplines and innovations is now setting the stage for breakthroughs in ALS research and the ability to pinpoint root causes. This synthesis of technology, science, and our united efforts can undoubtedly deliver life-altering therapies for millions who are and will suffer from this diabolical disease, while paving the way for advancements in neurodegenerative conditions. We are at an inflection point in medical science. Genetic engineering and stem cell research are emerging frontiers with enormous promise. We're able to study diseases in revolutionary ways with cortical and spinal organoids, and neural engineering is emerging as a new, exciting category of research. Innovative companies are working on brain-machine interfaces, and gene editing technologies like CRISPR, as well as antisense therapies, are targeting specific genes with precision. Meanwhile, generative AI and unsupervised machine learning are harnessing the immense power of cloud computing to process vast data sets at speeds and size beyond human comprehension. The economic landscape is equally encouraging. The cost of sequencing the human genome has nosedived from a staggering $1 million to under $1,000 in just a decade. Similarly, the cost of AI, supercomputing, and storage have plummeted, making the intricate analysis of large-scale data to identify causation more feasible than ever. Moreover, the ability to create an individual's own motor neurons for study opens a window into personal medical insights like never before. These advances are not just incremental. They represent a paradigm shift in our approach to medical research and an opportunity to cure ALS, as well as other complex diseases that have eluded discovery. The future we've envisioned is upon us, and the time to act is now. While the scientific community has made progress in ALS research, it encounters formidable barriers beyond the grant process hurdles and lack of sufficient funding I mentioned earlier. The technology infrastructure and ability for scientists to leverage it, particularly in today's environment, is another significant gap needing to be confronted. Researchers and data science experts, including computational biologists, need to work closely together, and neither the operating system nor process architecture is functional today. These obstacles stifle the pace of research and drug development. But this is where the Vision 2030 Research Consortium steps in to address these barriers and fill the gaps. Our consortium is uniquely constructed to harness the power of advanced technology and cultivate interdisciplinary collaboration. We're committed to not only source and acquire extensive data sets, but also to enable cleansing, structuring, and analyzing them with precision. Moreover, our commitment to transparency ensures that these valuable insights are shared openly, equipping researchers with sophisticated analytical tools that transcend human limitations, while providing drug makers a significant head start on developing curative therapies. Consequently, researchers and drug makers will have the opportunity to create powerful intellectual property and commercialize research outcomes developed on the Vision 2030 platform. Our mission is targeted and specialized to dissect and understand the various subtypes of ALS and uncover their causes. This knowledge is the cornerstone upon which targeted and efficacious treatments will be built. Our efforts are designed to catalyze a paradigm shift in ALS research with the ultimate goal of discovering a cure. We envision a future where rapid drug development platforms, effective treatment protocols, and the necessary therapeutic agents are not just concepts, but realities that eradicate ALS. History is marked by moments of monumental breakthroughs that redefine the boundaries of our understanding, moments when what seemed insurmountable begins to unravel before us. We are on the cusp of one such transformative period, one that offers the hope of deciphering the enigmas of incomprehensible disease mechanisms. The potential of artificial intelligence to revolutionize industries is unparalleled, with healthcare standing at the forefront of its transformative power. AI is not the sole answer to finding a cure for ALS, but coupled with an expansive data warehouse, the expertise of data scientists and researchers properly funded to investigate the repair and regeneration of motor neurons, it becomes an integral part of our Vision2030 AI Research Hub. It is the key to unlocking the mysteries of motor neuron degeneration. The pursuit of knowledge about the root causes and the intricate biological mechanisms leading to motor neuron loss in ALS, which we classify as repair and regeneration research, is desperately underfunded as most ALS research focuses on slowing progression. To bridge this gap, we are embarking on a critical fundraising endeavor, aiming for an initial $100 million over the next year. This first round of funds will finance the concentrated avenues of research presented here and eliminate valuable time wasted on the grant approval process, as well as prospective breakthrough research being replaced by programs focused on more prevalent diseases. We invite you and hope you join us in this noble pursuit with your financial support. This initiative In closing, the merger of two like-minded foundations with leaders who shared common tragedy, experiences, and a vision came together and utilized years of acquired knowledge about the inner workings of the ALS and neurodegenerative research universe to build a comprehensive strategy that will lead to the discovery of a cure, return lost function to people affected, and help advance research for all neurodegenerative conditions, including rare disorders. 135 million people will be diagnosed with a neurodegenerative disease by 2030, which are the second leading cause of death globally. This crisis needs to be addressed now, and we must move urgently. Although we have had minimal success in developing effective therapies for the past 8 decades, we believe we understand why, and equally as important, we have a plan to address the challenges that impacted progress. Along with a solid operational plan, we have reached a pivotal moment in history where both quantum advancements in science and technology can be applied to the effort and surpass human capabilities. The Vision2030 AI Hub will unite researchers with the supply chain of data, technology, and partners that can rapidly translate breakthrough basic science discoveries in the repair and regeneration category into life-altering drugs. Beyond researchers, it will include leading pharma and biotech companies, academia, hospital clinics, government agencies, and other private foundations involved in the effort to find a cure. And we are off to a great start with our inaugural members, MIT, Harvard Medical, and Mass General. The urgency of our mission cannot be overstated. By the year 2030, without intervention, those currently battling ALS, as well as those who will be diagnosed in the next 2 years, will face an unforgiving fate and perish. Your support can alter this trajectory. Join us on this historic quest for discovery, a journey of hope and determination. While we are confident and ready, your involvement is critically needed and the cornerstone that will transform this bold vision into a tangible reality. Thanks for listening.